That's what they do on TikTok. They walk.
Oh.
They do those little walks, those little slow walks. That's what they do. All those little slow walks. Like everybody has one.
We're doing that, but they can't even see us doing it. We're so tiny on the screen.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to Nerdmation. This
We can't
time
see me. Why am I doing that?
is a special Nerdmation because this is the Nerdmation Get Down with the hammer.
Nerdmation Get Down. Yeah.
Missed this show on Wednesday, so we're merging them today. As Mingo said, the merger.
Collab.
Yeah.
You happy? You happy? It was said, sir. It was said.
Yeah.
It's the merger. It's the Get Down Nerdmation style. Fusion.
But I don't know what side everybody's on, so I can't. Oh, whatever. It's a Dragon Ball joke.
Yeah.
You can't.
Oh, wait.
You can't.
Look. You gotta look. You gotta look at me. I got the earring. You got the other earring. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can stop that.
Y'all are so whack.
You're whack. You're the whack one. You ain't even on camera.
Ooh.
Ooh. You said you ain't got no. Right. Family show. Anyways, so I got a couple things I want to talk about. Man, Hammond got some things he wants to talk about, so we're gonna talk about it. First up, I wanted to talk about this new Super Mario movie. So they're making a new Super Mario movie. It's not live action. This is basically it's brought to you from studios that brought Despicable Me. So it's called Super Mario, and it's gonna be in theaters 2022. The thing about this is though, the lineup is what has everybody is talking about it. Like Chris Pratt is gonna be Mario.
It's me, Christopher Pratt.
Anaya Taylor's Joy as Peach. Charlie Day is gonna be Luigi. Jack Black is gonna be Bowser.
That's gonna be funny.
Keegan Michael Keys as Toad. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
That's gonna be funny.
Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong. Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek. Kamek. Sebastian. Man, these names are starting to get out of there. As Spike. Cameos from Charles Martinet. I think it's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be hilarious, especially from the creators of Despicable Me. I think that they can actually bring this to life really good.
That means the animation is gonna be really good too.
I didn't too much hate the Super Mario Brothers movie that they came back in 1993. I didn't too much hate it. It did seem not right to me. they made that movie as a way to like, what if this was a real type situation. So I didn't, some of the stuff like all right. I mean, I ain't gonna get on that subject anyway. But I just want to let y'all know that 2022 Super Mario movie. My bad. It's gonna be awesome. Once I get a trailer or more information about it, then I will let y'all know. Next up, so this is a thing that's actually got getting a lot of attention. Cole posted it to us, told us about it in uh, Facebook group that we're in, and also other people, comic people, are been talking about it. So basically, it is a big deal that's going on right now, and it not only affects the comic book and animation side, but it also will affect Ringo's side of the uh, Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. So, uh, Marvel's getting sued
Oh yeah.
by. But the thing is, it's actually they're getting sued by the descendants of the creators, like uh, Steve Ditko.
What?
Yeah, Steve Ditko and Stan Lee. Like, so apparently, there's this. It's the descendants of Steve Ditko. They're attempting to reclaim the copyrights of creations of Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, different Marvel comics. But from what if they lose this, this also is going to affect Disney's merchandise. So Disney's in the fight on this. If they lose this, some of the certain one big name people that like for instance Sony Marvel just now being able to use Spider-Man, from Sony and stuff. Like that big battle that they won. That could all come crashing down in an instant. Uh, but what they're trying to do, they're filed a notice of termination with the United States Copyright Office with regards to copyrights of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange that are currently held by Marvel Entertainment. Ditko, as the co-creator
Oh my God.
of both of the characters, is attempting to use the rights introduced in 1976 Copyright Act that allows creators to terminate copyrights of works that the creators had previously assigned an other person's or entity. But
Mm.
see, they are trying, in which it's not Steve. Is they say this is the actual descendants of them that are inherited the property or whatever. They're trying
Mm.
to get their piece of the pie, pretty much.
True. Yeah.
But
Um.
the thing is that they say that right only exists if you transferred the copyright of the character to the other person or entity. If you instead created the character as a work for hire, the other person entity is considered the originator of the copyright, and thus you cannot request termination. Here, Marvel Entertainment claims that Steve Ditko created these characters as a work for hire, and thus
Mm.
cannot actually terminate the copyrights of the characters. So Spider-Man, see, Patrick is taking Mark. So yeah, Patrick Ditko. Apparently, unless the S stands for Steve, I'd have to look into that more. But they're taking Marvel to the court, and hopefully, all this gets taken care of quickly because this
You
could
know what?
really just destroy everything that they've been working
And you know what? People need to get real. I mean, I hope Disney just cut him some money and let it go. Because
Yeah.
seriously, you didn't destroy an entire. First of all, I get what they're doing. Like if that's truly the case and they truly deserve the money, fine. But at the same time, why are you doing it now? There's already been a standalone Doctor Strange movie. There's been several
Yep, and
Spider-Man movies.
Sprout.
Why are you now doing it? After they done made all this money, now here you come.
Yep.
It's like, you know what? Get damn life and get over it. You should have did this from the jump when they first started doing this, and then asked for it then. Now you want to do it whenever they're getting into what is this phase 4?
Yep.
You know,
And
like you should have been when the first Doctor Strange came out. You should have been on it
Here it is.
right then.
Patrick
Why are you just
Ditko-
not doing it?
So Patrick Ditko is Ditko's brother and heir. So Steve's brother Patrick is the one that's doing this. Is the one who is requesting the termination. Here is the termination notice for Spider-Man, and here is the one for Doctor Strange. I can click on it.
And I don't see in Sony and didn't Marvel technically still borrow in Spider-Man? Like they have a long-term borrow from Sony.
Yeah, like it's
So you're going after Disney for Spider-Man, but then Sony is the one that technically still owns Spider-Man.
like,
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, get a life, bro. You just now doing this just because you looking for $1. And while I get it, it's the timing is real petty. That's all I'm saying. If they destroy the entire Marvel machine that is the Marvel machine, I'm going to be ultra pissed.
not just you, bro. Like you know how much this is gonna affect.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous.
yep.
It's ridiculous that people will be that damn.
And the bad thing about it is that they won't be like he's not even understanding he's messing up his own career as well. Like I'm not sure what career he had recent.
Nobody will deal with it.
Exactly. He will be blackballed or blacklisted or whatever they call it nowadays. He will not be able to work anywhere or be able to put his work anywhere or no matter nowhere. No one worked from HBO to CVS. Nobody would work with him because that's just really petty. I mean, and I'm pretty sure he probably went to him and he probably went to him on some, stick your chest out, pride, like, hey, I want this and this. And Marvel was like, you can work with us and make this. No, I want this amount. And it's like, no, get out of here. And then he's like, well, I'll sue you and then I'll take everything. And it's like, bruh, chill out. Like, just work with them. How hard is that? I mean, get a piece of the pie, move up. I mean, they know what you could do, draw more stuff. You could probably bring like the comic age and for Marvel on.
I need to look up what he's done. Like we know what his brother's done.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Did Patrick? Did he do anything? Did he
draw Web Shooter? Did he?
I mean,
did he draw the magic spikes from Doctor Strange's hands?
I'd have to look him up and actually see his backstory. And more likely, he might actually be a creator, or if he hasn't done nothing, and he's trying. I mean, just because he got it, he inherited it.
Got the last name, yeah. I am son of son.
Trying to get, which I would just ask for royalties. To be honest, like he can survive on royalties alone.
Yep.
Like, hey, I got it aired to me, but you can use it whatever you want to do. Just give me royalties on whatever you do.
See, me though, I would ask for royalties, and one more thing, I would ask that if it's something really stupid, that at least can I get inferred in that room? Let's say somebody decides, oh, we're gonna make Peter Parker a midget caveman, and instead of spider powers, he's gonna have moth powers. And then I'll be like, wait, I don't know. That's all you gonna say.
Well, all I gotta say.
I don't know. I still want to be in the room. At least listen.
There's a spider pig out there. Like, hey.
True, there is a spider pig.
Money.
Funny.
That's all I would say.
That's funny.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve anything. I'm just saying, I'm kind of like y'all. He needs to go about it the right way. Don't destroy what is really a beautiful thing with the Marvel universe. Right. Dude,
deceased this. He's calling for a termination. Bro, like, why? Like, I just want to know why. Like, this this is something your brother put out, and it's built like to what it is now. You know, like it's up there now. Like, it's not something that's easy enough just to, oh, we're just gonna put this in a drawer and nothing, not show anybody anymore. You know, like, it's not that simple anymore. It's an icon. You know, like, it's out there.
Yep.
So it's like, you can't just sweep this under the rug, bro. Like, anyway, hopefully, once I find out more and we can figure out, like, and have more updates on this, I'll let y'all know. Uh, but the last thing I want to talk to y'all about, before we get it over to Hammer and he can take it away on the gaming news. Where's all my fans of Batman? Banana.
I am Batman. I am Batman.
So,
I am Batman.
not just my fans regular of just Batman in general, but Batman 89.
That's me. Yeah.
I was okay with that.
Where does he get all those
That was
toys?
that was Michael Keaton Batman. That was one of the best Batman.
So, I gotta tell y'all about this comic. So, Batman 89, which I'll bring.
They made a comic?
Yes.
Ah, that's cool.
Is back. So where this comics, it's 1 out of 6. I mean, there's 6 series. So, or
Issues. Yeah.
so what they did with this is basically, this is our 3rd episode or our 3rd movie, because
Oh, that's dope.
right after Batman Returns. So we get Batman, the trilogy, pretty much, that we never got. Like, this is pretty dope too. Like, and this is its own universe. It takes things differently. Like, it's still telling stories and introducing people we know, but different ways. Like, and it's dope. Like, I got the entire. This is the first issue. I pulled up every freaking screen. Just to show y'all some of the. First off, the artwork is dope. It looks just like the freaking movie. So this Batman 89 is dang it, my brain.
Too much. It's so exciting. The Batman. You can't.
It's like,
your brain just.
I've talked about it to Kaiser. So, like, I was literally just talking about it. Dang it! Why is this happening? The creator of this one, Bert, no, Tim Burton. Crap. That's the Burton verse, pretty much. That's what I was trying to get out. Burton verse. In this, it's told it's still in that verse, like, from the first two movies. Like, it's like an old school, like, back in the day, but they still have somewhat technology mixed in there, you know. So right away when they open, like, the very first scene, like, it shows they introduce Barbara Gordon. So Barbara Gordon is in this movie, or in this universe now. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Harvey Dent. They have him in here, played by the same person that they played him in the movie. His name is escaping me right now. So, but also, I wanted to show you if you're seeing it on the screen right now, like, they're at a restaurant, and apparently, in this universe, Harvey is dating, or they're engaged. She's engaged to Barbara. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. But Barbara Gordon is engaged to Harvey Dent. And so they're up here in this restaurant. I forgot. They say that they're 56 floors in the sky or something. Because as they're sitting there eating and talking, Barbara sees something out, someone or something outside. It's Batman's cape blowing in the wind. But what I want to show you on this is at the restaurant. Your Harvey Dent's in here. Harvey Dent is Two Face, right? Well,
Mhm.
one of the little things, like all throughout uh these series, like you see all these like different hints at and like nods and like even Burton's characters from all his other movies and stuff like that. They have them here. But one thing I saw, like, which I might be just reading into it, but the theater, or not theater, the restaurant that they're at has a coin in the back. It's a on the wall, and it's a two-faced coin.
Mm.
It has one facing one way and another one the other way. Like I said, I could be just reaching because but I noticed it. It's just a little thing that's in the back. Could be nothing, just that restaurant. But I just thought it was pretty cool that it's Two Face and Harvey Dent. Uh, then it goes like you see them. There's Halloween going on, Halloween events in the town, like, and it still has that old feel. But this is where you can see in the artwork, like you can see they actually incorporate Tim Burton's movies in here, like the woman from like you see the woman from Mars Attacks, the alien, the white
Ah.
chick with the like she's in here. Like there's a lot. Like there's a guy dressed up like the Joker. It looks like Prince. It was Prince's Joker because he's the one that did
Mm.
the music. Like it, Beetlejuice references. Like every like you can see all of them. It's like playing uh, Where's Waldo almost like with
Mhm.
all the different Burton films.
Burton. Burton
It
fan.
looks dope. Uh, and of course, like nothing. Uh, Harvey's proposing. This is where he proposes to Barbara. But of course, it's Gotham, so something has to go wrong.
Of course,
um,
of course.
and he introduces his two sided coin, uh, and basically the Joker. In the first one, the Joker died, right? He fell off which
Mm.
they really didn't confirm that. We just all kind of
Yeah, he just.
we assume he's dead. I mean, he's laying on the ground. He fell like I don't even know how far down with a gargoyle on his leg. So I think he's dead. But at the same time, weirder things have happened. But because of what happened with the Joker, like people, like his goons and stuff, like in the same attire that the Joker had back in the movie, they're running around. They're doing basically robbing banks, and in this one they blew up a street and robbing some armored cars. And Batman, he's decked out. He looks just like he did in the movie. And then you see some of the old villains that he fought, like Penguin's gang, uh, running around some of the remember the guy from the one of them had the skeleton costume.
Yeah.
He's running around. So he dives down. They have a picture of him with. Remember how his wing glider that pops out?
Mhm.
They have that on here. Uh, anyway, he stops them from getting away with the cars. Like this is like y'all need to go read this. I'm just kind of scrambling through this real quick, but true Batman fashion, like he stops him. The uh, helicopter that he stopped kind of went into blew up in a wall. They introduced the penguin, not penguin, the penny, the big giant penny that he has that they always have in his bat cave. You remember those?
Yep.
So it's introduced that in here. They also bring back the old Batmobile. Like everything, it's like literally just picks up where it left off back in the day. So we get to see just what happens, you know. And it's like this. He actually gets that penny delivered to his house later on in the comic. Uh, he stops the gang. Uh, then it goes back to Harvey and Barbara. Somebody steals Barbara's purse. Uh, this actually shows a side that you don't too much see Harvey doing. Where he might have did it in the movie. Did he do? Basically, he was getting mugged by these because he went to go get the purse back, and he ran into two more of the Junker gang, and they had a gun up against him, and he went to give him his watch, and he put it around his knuckles. They punched him in the face. He beat them up, grabbed the gun, uh, and he did the coin toss. He's like, uh, you think it's like he's like heads you die, tails you walk, right? It's a double-headed coin, like so. He wanted like, but it went heads and he shot in the air, so it wasn't like he was gonna kill him, but they didn't know that. It's just another nod at like basically what he's going to become,
Mm-hmm.
which we know.
Yeah.
But like I said, did Harvey do any? Like, did he actually fight people? He might have did it in that the Christian Bale one.
The Christian Bale one.
Did he? I don't. I can't remember. I didn't really like that Christian Bale.
It's been a minute. I don't remember him doing that really. He probably did, but I don't remember. If it was, it probably was the scene where they took Rachel and the Joker was trying to blow them up or whatever. So, I don't remember much after that,
So
other than the Joker.
then it goes the next day, and Harry is he's actually at Bruce Wayne's house. uh, and he's basically trying to get Bruce Wayne's backing to take down Batman. Like they want Bruce Wayne's backing and money and everything to fund to basically to get them to be able to take Batman down. At the same time, uh, there was the news reporters on the TV talking about how he stopped the armored car, recovered $31 million from the armored car, and then Harvey was like, "Yeah, minus the 26 million in damages to the building that the chopper hit." So he's back and forth, but again, Bruce is still not for it. Like he basically was telling him no. Like I said, I'm not gonna read through all this, like, cause I want everybody. Y'all need to go read this, cause it is dope. Like the commentary between everybody, like the feel of this. Like I would like to see this at like live action, like, cause it's just this was a. I like this universe. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll skip through, cause basically, apparently, some of the toys, uh, or some of Batman's stuff from previous interactions, like the uh, the police station has some of his stuff, which I was like, come on, Gordon couldn't give him his stuff back, like they're working together. But apparently Barbara is a Sergeant Barbara Gordon at the police station. She's working with Harvey. Um, anyway, so then it skips to they're in another part of the town, and it looks Harvey Dent's going to meet up with this. Basically, I guess the guy he grew up with. Basically, he's the one that gave him the coin, and why Harvey like loves flipping the coin, doing the coin
Mm.
flipping trick. So it gives you like a backstory, a little bit more backstory on uh, how Harvey started too. Um, so they're talking. They're basically he's trying to get them to see his life because like Harvey is kind of playing a two sides because of this. Like he's working with the government with the city, but he's from the streets type thing. Uh, and that's what he was the guy he grew up with basically telling him, hey, you haven't been here for a while, like you don't know you you're up there in city council area doing stuff. You don't really know what's going on down here because like the Batman, just like the Joker has their people, Batman has his people in here. Just like in Christian Bale's,
Mm.
where the people dressing up like Batman and trying to patrol and help Batman type. Same thing happens in this. They're running around with Batman symbols, bat costumes, trying to keep the peace type shit. Uh, but some people are saying that they do, or they're wearing the Batman attire, but they're robbing places.
Oh.
So they're using that as we're here to help. We're just gonna help ourselves to this. Um, and it's all on the news. They see the bat symbol, but apparently we find out that Commissioner Gordon doesn't use the bat signal anymore. He actually uses they talk to each other via a headset. Like basically like it's their own walkie talkies, pretty much. Instead of using the signal anymore. Basically, Batman's perched up on across the building and finds out it's Harvey and Bullock trying to lure him into a trap. There's 3 snipers on one building that they're trying to trap him, but it's Batman. You ain't gonna do it. Yeah. Then it goes and you see the contraption. It looks like you see Commissioner Gordon. He has the contraption. It basically looks just like what Christian Bale put into his ear piece. You know what I'm saying? You remember that from the movie? That's kind of like what it looks like, but Commissioner Gordon's just sitting there with it on his head. uh, so and then he was telling them that basically Commissioner Gordon is talking about to stay off the streets. That they're gonna. He told him Batman that they have called in the National Guard to
Wow.
take him down. And he said we're gonna have to end this. And he basically actually smashes the communicator, like he's ending the. He said if we don't see again, we tried, and he smashes it. So we don't know if they're gonna get back in touch with each other, but Commissioner Gordon was calling it quits right here because of the National Guard, and there's just so much heat. He's calling in the towel. Then you see the National Guard coming in, like they're stopping a lot of stuff, and Batman comes across a thief, right? He follows the thief. He gets back into his house and comes to find out it was a dad stealing diapers and baby food for his baby. He didn't steal no money, and he did steal, but he was doing it for his kid. So when Batman was confronting him, sorry about that. Everybody's about to get a notice right now. I don't know what it was. If it was it's probably some kind of Amber Alert.
Silver Alert.
No, probably. Was that what it was?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just find that one funny.
If it was a Silver Alert and we're talking about Batman '89, Silver Alert, old person. Anyway, anyway,
That was Amber Alert, but yeah.
so back to so Batman's confronting him. This is where it gets good too. And this is just the complete. This is the first series. This is just the first one. The second one, I'll tell you about. I don't have it pulled up. I'll tell you about it. But so he's confronting him about this. The guy was basically telling him like, "No, please don't. Like, I don't got it." He's like, "Where? Damn it! Sorry, my phone. My phone got the Amber Alert that time." All right, we're back. Sorry. He basically said, "Where's the money you took?" He's like, "Money I didn't. I only told him you only took diapers and baby foods for honey, his baby." And then Batman. Then he started to kind of ask him, how old are you? Where's your mother? Stuff like that, Right when he's about to say, you hear, Batman hears somebody on the, out on the, what are those things
Porch.
called? No, the
Balcony.
fire escape. My bad. God dang.
I was close. One more.
Um,
2 more and I would have had it.
so the fire escape, and he said, "I'm out here." So he's like, "Who's there? Stay where you are." And then you hear the person out there says, "Help me, please. I'm scared of heights." And he gets outside and says, uh, don't move," or he's about to say, "Don't move," and he gets kicked in the face. Batman gets kicked in the face by this person. So you see him, like y'all see it on the screen. I'm showing you right here. You see a somebody with basically kicking him in the face with a black and yellow cape, is hooded with yellow shoes.
Oh no.
Y'all know who this is.
No. I don't want to. I don't want to know who this
Robin
is.
has entered the fray.
This is happening in the first
Yeah.
issue. This is a lot.
Not
This
really.
movie
It's not
long.
really a lot, man.
Oh,
Like,
it's a long movie.
so then
2 hour long
while
movie.
they're fighting, while they're fighting on the they're fighting on the fire escape. He says, "Not your house, man. Not next time, knock." And he pushed Batman off the freaking fire escape, and he's standing. And Batman actually had to like use his grappling hook to catch himself. And as Batman's dangling from the fire escape, he heads out. He gives the guy money, and while Batman's hanging, the National Guard show up and see Bat hanging. So that's how it ends the first one. The second one, I don't have it. Like I said, I don't have it pulled up. But so in the second one, it gets bad because while he's standing there, uh, he said, "Okay, I'm coming down slowly." And as he's about to come down, he throws a flashbang down at the National Guard, blinds him as he goes up. They say he's going up, so they start shooting wildly.
Whoa.
As they do, the guy that got the diapers had came out, and he gets hit, and he
Mm.
falls over, and Batman can't catch him, and he falls to his death,
Mm.
leaving the baby alone, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the second one, and then so you find out that basically Robin in this one is Tim Drake. So the first Robin in this one is Tim Drake. He don't go by Robin just yet, at least. But we know who that is. It's yellow cape, black yellow. It looks like a poncho almost, or like a hooded, because he's hooded. He's got like a yellow mask. He basically, we find out from the segment, he had taken up basically a vigilante position uh, to protect his neighborhood. Like he probably didn't know that was the real Batman because of all the other Batman out, and because like he told him wrong house, like he's basically just getting him out of there, you know. So he might have thought it was just uh, one of the Batman impersonators, Especially being able to kick him and push him over a railing, he probably really didn't think he was Batman. But uh, but yeah, so in the second one, like I said, uh, they tell more about Robin, and he comes up against these guys stealing, and they're all in Batman gear, right? And they're trying to steal some looks like a PlayStation, but they called it something else on the thing. It looked like the very first PlayStation 2, the PS1. That's how they drew it in there. But he stops them, and some more while he was stopping them, somebody comes up and they try to pin the robbery on him, right? And one of the guys was saying that he's robbing the place, like he's robbing the place, and Robin was like hitting him. He punched him in the face, like to stop him from talking, like or he punched him and he was like, "What did you say? I didn't hear you." And as he kept saying, he's trying to lie. Every time he tried to lie, he punched him in the face. And while he's trying to tell the people walked up that he's robbing, he gets hit in the face as he's saying it. So he said, and all that got out was he's robbing. Punched him in his face, and then as he's leaving, some of the kids that overheard everything, he's like, "Oh no, I heard the bad guy said that his name was Robin, like Robin Hood." And then the other one was like, "No, you idiot! He said he was robbing the place." So there was like a little back and forth, but that was dope with how they introduced Robin in this, because it's like it's not from Batman. Batman didn't bring a kid in and make him Robin. Like he's. So I don't know how the Robin's gonna turn out. It might become in the third issue, but we got 6 issues of this. This is just the first one, and I told you a little bit on the second one. They also do introduce Harley Quinn. She's on the news. She's not actual Harley. She's the Doctor Harley.
Right? Quinzel, yeah.
So we don't know we don't even know if she's actually going to become Harley in this one. We don't know. Like they got Tim Drake as first Robin, so
yep.
Like, I don't know. I like this though. Like y'all need to go watch. Like if you're a fan of Batman, Michael Keaton,
I need to go see it, read it, see it. Have somebody read it to me. Don't matter.
Oh, do you need me to read it to you?
No, not you.
Anyway, I will go ahead and bow out now, and I will let the Hammer continue on with what he needed to talk about.
So moving forward with my portion of the show.
Yeah.
Of course,
get down if y'all got stuff. Y'all comment and subscribe. I'm sorry.
And everything else. No.
Yeah.
You got it on.
I thought you was gonna do it. I'm sorry.
You were right online. You were on time. So jumping right into what I wanted to talk about, because we've been on for a minute and I won't drag it out, but let's no, we can drag it out too far. We can drag it out too far, but it is definitely worth talking about. I'm gonna start off with Halo. Now, I read an interesting. I actually watched an interesting little video. I shared it with Snake and Minnow D the other day, showing about how bots are supposed to be incorporated into the new Halo multiplayer. And in that video, they kind of explain what the benefits of the bots were. Now, personally, in the past, I never was really a fan of bots because they did weird things. I don't think they were able to program like they really wanted to. And of course, people want things to play as close to realistic as possible when they play it. But apparently, with the first beta that just released with the bots, apparently these bots were actually pretty decent. They said they were still a little bit too easy, but again, this is like the first run. But they said they did react and they did kind of act like people that were playing the game. And there were different characters that were involved with the bot. So, like, if you had like a drop shop trooper, it reacted one way versus a different type of troop. You know, as far as how they combat went, like how they fought, how they shot, how they moved, it was different. So I kind of wanted to. I'm okay with that part. I don't know if it's going to get better with time or if it's something that we're going to end up hating. And I was going to ask you guys, what exactly you thought your opinion was on it. Like dealing with bots. Bots have been hit or miss in lots of games. So I want to kind of get y'all's take on it.
I heard I heard that the bots actually had like teabagging features.
What?
Bruh, they better not. If I swear to God, I get teabagged by a bot, I am going off.
I'm telling you, like I heard that that was a thing. Like I don't know how true it is. I
But
ran across it. I was like, really? The
I
bots
swear
will
to God,
teabag you if you get killed by them.
I
Like
will shut my game
that
off.
would
In,
be hilarious. I
I I will shut my game off and uninstall it if I get teabagged by a bot.
Um, that's weird. Yeah. Don't teabag, but don't make that Microsoft, please. That's
Please
weird.
do. And like make it known that you're just teabagged by a bot. Like you should get a cutscene. Like if the bot like the loading, like the kill screen, like should show like a bot just teabagging you, like and then like teabagged by a bot pops up
Achievement acquired.
or
Like a cutscene, I'm already rage quitting. You talking about a cutscene, bro?
something. Yeah.
Like a cutscene. I'm telling you right now. Oh my God, I would absolutely
Well,
lose
it's
my
like
shit.
loading.
That-
Like you gotta load to get back into the game anyway. So you gotta wait for
oh
your
my
It's a,
character to.
it's an Xbox achievement, Hammer. It's an Xbox achievement, no?
man, fuck that achievement. I ain't trying to get teabagged by no bot. That's some bull. That is some bull. It's already bad enough when it happens to you, like in multiplayer, just by somebody. A bot now, a bot just like kills them. It's just like, oh yeah, guess what? Oh, teabag. Bot a computer. No, no, sir, absolutely not. I refuse.
For me,
Refuse a teabag.
stupid.
You're so stupid.
But for me, it's I hope that they would more so use the bots to not necessarily control, but to like make the multiplayer a little bit more balanced, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is that your every Halo to Call of Duty, hell, even Battlefield at times, you're gonna find a camper. They're gonna find some way to camp. They're gonna find some way to have a sniper or some type of sticky bomb or something, and they're gonna set a trap. And everybody that respawns or walks into that, they're just gonna blow them up, shoot them or whatever, and it's just gonna be bad. People gonna get mad, rage quit. But if the bot since the bot they can make the bots do whatever they want them to do. Supposedly, you could have that bot, possibly every time campers or when because I'm sure it's some kind of code or whatever. They could probably figure out. Oh, campers in this area, and then the bots can go over there and just shank them or something, and then it's like, and then they'll kind of like balance it out. Because
Well,
because the bots won't necessarily respawn like humans. I'm sure. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. So they shank them, and that takes care of the campers possibly. I don't know. I just hope they make it balanced.
another reason is good that they did do this. Like it was actually they said it was when they did the bot preview that it was a sneaky way to stress test the servers for the launch.
Yes, I was just
So
supposed to say like
essentially,
that.
they said essentially by doing this, we doubled our server strength.
That's
So
dope.
so like instead of like wanting other people with their internet strains like all merging in, like trying to get people to come in to stress test. Like some people don't know about it, some people do. They can kind of force bots in there, like, and see how everything goes. So I can see it, the potential in it. Like, I can see the thought process, and I think it's cool. Like, and more people
That's
should
smart.
like think about if this works on for launch, the way that they're talking, like on launch day, if everything goes smooth and there's no lag and there's no like crashing and stuff because of server issues and stuff, then they just came up with they just did something that nobody else has done.
Yep. They created a smart way to help or test service, which is dope. That's really dope. Because if that, like you said, if that works well, you can, first off, I'm pretty sure you could probably program a bot to play like certain players or whatever the case may be or whatever. So let's say you and your group are in there, Kaiser's internet goes down, the bot could take over for Kaiser just for a moment. His internet is up, play the gameplay continues to go on because the bot would take up place in that server. You don't necessarily have to worry about internet connections, things like that. And or like you just said, it's just the fact that since they're putting so many bots in there, it's strengthening the server. So even if his internet connection isn't that great, the lag won't be too bad on his end or at all. So that's dope. If they figure that out, that's a game changer. And I want a piece of that stock or something. Give it to me. I want some of that.
I wonder if they'll make like achievement for like achievements where not getting killed by a bot the entire game, or killing nothing but bots the entire game. Like,
I'm sure there will.
kill only players, but now don't kill a bot throughout the whole game or something. Like, I don't know, like something tricky about it. Like, I
I'm
don't
sure they will because they know. Excuse me, golly. They already know how many bots were killed in the beta. Like they gave an exact amount. It was like 60 million bots or something along that lines. Like they know. So I'm sure there's gonna be some kind of weird, stupid achievement if you kill so many bots while playing multiplayer.
Yeah,
Another benefit they brought up is the fact that the bots also work. They work in multiplayer, but then they also work in basically in training mode. So like if you get into a lobby and you just realize that you're leveled up and you're playing because they have matchmaking, so they try to put you with like with evenly matched competition. If you get into a lobby and say you go on a little loser streak, you can like hop out, jump into a game where there's nothing but bots and like work on your craft against the bots because they're saying they're gonna have the bots where the bots are you can control how difficult it is against the bots by the time the game launches. So you could go in and like slowly like hone your craft, I guess, as a multiplayer and make yourself better in a sense. I mean, it won't be exact because it no matter how much they program them to act like people, there's still an element of a person that you can't quite get that exact. But it is cool that you'll be able to interact with them like that. And, let's say you haven't played Halo in a long time, you're a little rusty. You just want to get in, remember the controls, kind of get familiar again. You can do that with bots. You ain't got to worry about people running through killing you because
or running the campaign either. You don't have to necessarily be like, well, I guess I got to play the entire story and get to the third chapter so I can play, so I can get to a hard part, so I can hone my craft. You can just go in on the training and put it on a difficulty. It's kind of like the training of like different different fighting games where like in Mortal Kombat, whatever, you get better, you go to the training, you get through this part, whatever, and then you get actually going to, that's dope. I like that. That's dope. Now that's dope. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting though. I think it's going to work out. So, side note, and there won't be any imagery for this because I'm just throwing this in because I actually heard it after the fact when we were talking, but we are in Xenoverse 2, and we talked about We talked about how they're going to give cauliflower, but no kale. But we're getting a new transformation as well for CACs. They are adding. They're going to add Super Saiyan God, the red hair. So that is a thing. They have not released a whole lot, but we are getting that now. Here's what he's doing, and I agree with him. I'm with the Boo thing. I'm with it. It's kind of like, man, Super Saiyan 4. Like we've been clamoring for Super Saiyan 4 forever. That's the one everybody wants. But interestingly enough, there is a video, and I have not watched it. But there is a conversation because of the way they presented it. They're wondering if is there going to be any key depletion or any stamina depletion with this transformation. It's possible there's not going to be any because of the way they presented it and the way they say it works. So basically, you'll be able to hit this transformation and you don't lose. I mean, it would be kind of like when you do potential unleash, you don't really lose anything. But now you're talking about a real enhancement and then not losing anything. Like you know, Super Saiyan Blue, your key, like it just flies off the screen. Like everything is gone. Unless you have a Z Soul to handle it. But this one, the way they presented it, it may not drain anything, and you can just do it.
Like I'm still, bro. Like I'm mad because I I have a Saiyan character, but I also have other characters. There's other characters. Give us other character something to the other characters, like the Namekians. Give us reason to play with these other characters. Like human, I actually don't want to play as a human because their transformation sucks. They have no other transformation.
So they didn't unlock potential. Yeah.
Like Saiyans have like 50 billion. Like they all have some, but
kind of like that. It's kind of like that.
Like the Boo race, the Freezer race, like Namekians get big. You're just a big target. Like
the only thing they can really do with Namekians is give the fusion thing, the like Piccolo did with Nail whenever he is. Like I wish they would do that. That'd be cool.
The thing that sucks about the humans, bro, like you get the Nimbus and Power Pole. If you get hit off of it, you're gone. Like it's all like you get out.
But what would they give a human though? Like think about it, because even in the show, like what are you gonna give a human?
I'm mad about the show too because they need to give this. I already told y'all my theory and what I want the humans to have. Like every single race that is in literally every single race, Zarbon's race had a freaking transformation. Every single race.
He's an alien.
Bro, every single race that they have introduced into the
in the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball universe. Not all of them, but damn near all of them have a freaking transformation. Like you can count like, oh well, yeah, he has a transformation. He did. He had somewhat of a transformation. It was still kind of a transformation. Like humans, nothing. Like
well, there's two things that they can give them now based off of Super that they can give them. I mean, it's a stretch, but I mean for the game they can give it to them, and it would make sense. I'm not sure if they're gonna do it because they can give them God of Destruction and they can give them Ultra Instinct, because technically anybody can become a God of Destruction. It's got to be powerful enough, so they could actually give that to a human if they want.
They wouldn't.
I mean, I know they won't, but I'm saying they can
like,
if they.
The way that they have humans set up right now, humans can't reach that.
Yeah. And then Ultra Instinct. That's They should at least like unlock potential 2, unlock potential 3. They can make it up as they go.
Like, bro, they just need like. There's so many unanswered questions, like with everything, and I brought these up. Y'all have had these conversations before. Like, why does Earth have to have a guardian?
Right.
Like, and why does it have to be in the Namekian? We already found out that the Namekians came from another universe, right? And Mr. Popo is the guard, like is the attendant to the guardian, and they had to have a guardian. Like whenever Kami left, like they had to, and they went and they got Dende. Like they said it was like they have to have one. Why? Like what was why does Earth need a guardian? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why in the other universe?
Maybe it's because Earth is
Why
the
was
weakest, so they
there?
have a guardian.
No, why was their Earth in the other universe 6? Anyways,
Destroyed, right?
yeah, their Earth was destroyed because it destroyed themselves. They didn't have a guardian. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
but no other planet. There's so many Namekians in the thing. No other planet had a freaking guardian.
Because
All
they
of them
didn't need
had,
a guardian.
bro. Like, there's got to be something else besides that they're just the weakest.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the
There's got
weakest,
to be
okay,
something,
they're the weakest and they're the easiest to self-destruct because we
I,
do stupid shit.
bro.
You complain about your planet all the time.
But
You
at the
say that
same
all the
time,
time.
I'm saying that they had they. I just feel like I think it would be dope to give not all humans, but just the humans we know that we want to have some kind of relevance. It would give Yamcha
Okay, I
some
was going to
kind
say
of
Yamcha needs a moment. I agree.
yeah.
Yamcha needs his time, bro. Like it
See,
would
like
be
I'm
dope if
not
Yamcha
saying
was like secretly
yeah,
like
like and then it would also explain why Gohan being half human with Saiyan is so strong. Like
And it explained that arc when Yamcha was in the underworld as well.
yeah, he said it like when he was in the other world. He said he didn't know what it was, but he felt just overwhelming, just pumped, like just he just felt like he could do anybody. He could do anybody. He could take on anybody. Like, and he was fighting. He was
damn
fighting
it.
uh, Pycon and the one that was supposed to be Hercules, or whatever. Like he was taking on Pycon and all both of them in the other world, like by himself. Like and like even Krillin and Tien were like off to the side, like what the hell is going on? You know. I'm just saying, like I feel like they should have some kind of like secret transformation that humans can do that they was so powerful that they had to have uh, the Namekians like a guardian to keep it secret.
And the thing about that, what I like about what you're saying, and what I like about even some fan fiction and stuff is that with Xenoverse, is that they've already proven that they don't necessarily have to wait till Toriyama writes it. They
Yeah,
don't have to.
they
They
can just
can
do
take
whatever.
from anywhere. So they can take your idea or anybody else's idea and give humans a transformation. So I don't know why at least they haven't done it. They should have at least written that in there. Like, give us Super Saiyan 4, give humans a transformation, fix the other characters. I mean, it's no reason why they can't
But
because
see,
they already do things differently from everybody else. So
yeah,
go ahead and give us that stuff
like
so we can play the games.
I'm not saying to give humans like this like that's gonna beat Saiyans. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying have something that if a human decided that they were going to train and become like the greatest, they could actually get to a level, by going through that, like secret training or whatever, and to access that transformation. Which would also be dope is if Tien, because Tien's been kicking ass. Like if Tien actually somewhat hit the transformation, like not fully, but that third eye would be part of the transformation.
It would make sense because of they talk about the chi and the
Yeah,
key and all that stuff like that, and they're already using all the terms that go with the enlightenment phase and all that stuff like
see,
that. So they can kind of they can do it.
I think that would be dope. Like if Tien, like not knowing it, like has the, uh, had part of the like start of the starting or beginning of the transformation without knowing. That would be dope. Like, I mean, at the same time,
For
like
Rob.
Gohan to Gohan to actually, if he got the transformation and ran with it, like he'd have a third eye. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting off on a tangent, but I that's that's my rant. I'm sorry. Continue, Ray. Like I know we're
Hey man,
going.
it had to do with Dragon Ball, and I brought it up, so I
You're
definitely wanted to
fine.
talk about it. So it's all good. Now, but moving on, another game that just had some cool visuals, and just kind of wanted to talk about it because I have mixed opinion, mixed feelings on it. Is Guardians of the Galaxy. There's
Mm.
finally some gameplay out there, some things, visual things you can see. Um, I started by saying I'm okay with the art.
Yeah.
It I'm not gonna like scream and yell over it. I will say this: Groot looked dope.
Yeah.
The clip of Groot I saw, he looked dope. I was like, yes, that
I
I
kind
hate
of
that.
like Rocket too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I like
almost said
Rocket.
yeah. I almost said yes, that is Groot, and I was like, no, that would have been ridiculous. You said I am Groot if you're gonna say it. But anyway, the the art. I mean, Gamora. I'm not gonna do it. It's not meant to
Oh,
look
well,
exactly like the MCU. It just there were certain things about the art that I was like, but it wasn't. I don't feel like it was like changed my mind about the game. The gameplay, from what I saw, looked pretty awesome. I'm interested about these special moves that they say you get that you can unlock, like a power move you can unlock to do with
yeah,
each character. I'm bummed out that you only get to play as Star Lord. I think that's kind of
yeah.
whack, but at the same time,
Oh,
you get to command everybody else. So you in a sense, it kind of gives you a strategic element to the game because you got to figure out
What are
how to
these?
best use your teammates.
What are these? They got a jetpack or some shit on the back of Groot.
Rocket
Yeah,
probably did it.
yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if Rocket did something weird like that. I'm gonna get you guys' opinion on it. I thought the game as a whole though is solid. I think I still excited about it. There's still things about it I like. There's just little things here and there that I'm like, like I said, the art.
That's
If I want to nitpick, the art would be what I'd nitpick if I was going to nitpick something. But overall, I thought it was pretty neat. We'll just have to see what happens once the game actually comes out. See how many bugs there are.
yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody's going to not like it because they did this game and Avengers was bad and this and so it's going to be something. But I'm gonna just reserve judgment until I play it, and then I'll know. Because I didn't do
yeah.
that with Avengers, and then I played Avengers, and I liked
It's
it, and I
good.
thought it was ridiculous because I liked it. So I'm gonna just wait till this game comes out, and I'll play it, and I'll know if I like it or if I hate it. But I'm gonna get you guys'
And
opinion and let y'all go.
yeah, what people gotta understand about Avengers, just to say this real quick, is that Avengers, with like a lot of games, and if you don't know, it's this guy named Kaiser. Look him up; he'll tell you about everything you need to know. Tons of games come out broken. It's just a thing. I'm not sure if that's going to continue with the Series X and the PlayStation 5, but regardless of that, all the games from the last gen technically came out, buggy at first, and then they got fixed. And when they got fixed, they were just amazing. And Avengers is one of them. It's a really good game now. It's really good. Even with that first patch, it's a really good game. You play it now, you gonna like the game. I mean, that's just that. Anyway, I was really shocked with the combat. I thought the combat was dope. To be honest with you, I really did. I played like the old Ninja Turtles, and what's another game I played where you get to actually switch between characters and play with that character and switch out characters, whatever. I'm probably thinking more about the Lego games, but anyway, I mean, it's still not that bad that you can play with Star Lord and then command the other ones. I'm interested to find out how much of the commanding can you do or whatever. Cause you remember those games, like everybody, y'all know how AIs are, right? You play the game and you got your dude or whatever. And case in point, Resident Evil, and you tell her to equip the gun, and she equips the tiniest
No, we
gun,
do
and
not
you
talk
like,
about Resident
yo,
Evil 5.
yo,
We do
yo.
not talk about that. She is the dumbest. That is the worst. The absolute. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do it.
But regardless of that, I'm wondering if you tell Groot or Gamora, if I tell Gamora, I need her to get the bazooka, will she pull out the bazooka and just start blasting everybody every time I ask her to do it? Like I'm from the gameplay, it looked like every time you asked them to do certain combos or things, they worked out well. but it's a developer preview, so you never know. They could have just set that up that way for presentation, and then the actual gameplay, it don't play the same, or you can't really make them do those things. So I'm interested in that. Other than that, everything else Star Lord did was pretty cool. How you was able to keep him flying whenever you wanted to him, and it reminded me of some of the stuff from Avengers, and even a little bit of Spider-Man. How you could fight mid swing of Spider-Man in the air, and even on Avengers, how you had Tony and he was just flying. He could fly backwards, fly forwards, and do all these different types of moves and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And then like you said, the specials look like it might be dope. I'm wondering, like I said, we saw the ice one. I wonder how the electric and it's all with his guns. I wonder what all they're gonna do or whatever. And then I wonder if your partners can have specials as well, and how much that's gonna be. I mean, but so far the combat didn't look bad. It didn't look like a stupid game. You know what I'm saying? It didn't at all or whatever. So, and it even had a classic story. So I'm interested. Like you said, the artwork, but I'm interested. I'm interested to see how far they go. But my little small, tiny rant, it's not really a rant, it's just an issue. However you draw Gamora, she needs to be super sexy. I didn't buy the super sexy from this Gamora. So that's just my thing. I didn't really buy it. She looks like she's just a regular girl that looks, I'm sorry, she didn't look hot. Sorry. Gamora is supposed to be sexy. Right. So that's just me. Me. So there you go. So that's it. That's all I got.
Some people will say you're being a sexist.
Well, and side note,
I want her to be sexiest of all.
Side note, since my brother's on here and you brought up Resident Evil 5, he can tell you, if he comments, he'll tell you that I literally had to play Resident Evil 5 with him because the damn AI was too stupid to play with it. You cannot play that game by yourself. If anybody does, I don't know how they do. Because I swear to God, she would run up on a dude with a chainsaw and she has a knife. It's like, no. Why would you run up on a dude with a chainsaw with a knife? What are you going to do? He's got a chainsaw. And walk away. Like that. It was stupid. I had to literally call him and be like, bro, I need to beat this game. I need your help. And we had to play the game together to beat it. So, yeah, that's why we don't discuss Resident Evil 5. It's garbage. Anyway.
And that's how Hammer ended up becoming a team gamer when he was a solo gamer. I'm joking. That's not how it happened. That's just backstory. Nope. He used to be team solo like me, dude.
I'm trying to put people in your
team solo. I'm not talking about Star Wars.
Why would a team solo person want a team solo? You're solo. You don't do teams.
I wanted to go. I wanted to win the prize, so you had to have a team to win the prize. So I called myself just my own team.
Solo, you can't claim a team at all, ever.
I can't for this prize.
Did you have an opinion, Snake, on the Guardian game?
No. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm not gonna play it.
Might. If it's co-op, he will. But they're not saying it's co-op, so I'm pretty sure later on down the line.
No, it's a standalone. It's a single player game.
New.
It's a single player game.
Yeah. Later on, they're gonna be like, new DLC, co-op, blah 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 blah. Play with your friends, blah blah blah. You know how they do stuff. So.
It don't look interesting to me. That's all.
Because he likes MMOs. He's weird. Who said that?
So lastly, and this is something y'all are gonna have to talk about because I don't know enough about it. I've just seen a little bit of footage, and that's Deathloop. That game apparently, I guess, that game is like the second coming of like one of the greatest games ever, I guess, because I think IGN gave it a 10. Some of the others gave it a 10. Kotaku gave it like one of the higher ratings this gives games. Like apparently Deathloop is like awesome. And the visuals I've seen looked awesome, but I don't know enough about it. Now I know Mingo. I know he knows about it. I'm gonna let him go first, and then I'll let Snake go because
one one of the things that I liked about Deathloop, and this is one of the things that you probably could find a lot of footage online with this, is technically, if you remember Dishonored or even Prey, that 4v1 game that they had back then, they took the elements from that, they put it in this game, and what I mean by the elements is that they made it to where you technically can do anything you want as far as killing. Imagine you see a brush on a table. You probably, from what I was seeing, you can take that brush, bow, hit him upside the head, and I don't know, then pick up a table and kill the dude. It's just it's so interactive of how you can. They pretty much any way that you want to attack the situation and kill the people you can. You want to stab them in the eye. You want to like throw them off a cliff. You want to like sneak around. If you want to go guns blazing. If you want to just use only a knife. There's so much to do as far as like how you attack the situation and you kill, and that right there in itself I think is one of the things that everybody really likes about that, is that pretty much you can just technically kill the person any way you want to, even the boss. Like you gotta kill all these people before the loop starts over, or whatever, so you can kill them any way you need to, so you don't necessarily have to, if the loop starts over, be like, well, I gotta go back in here and I gotta pull this one lever and I gotta make sure I get the golden gun just to shoot him. I'm tired of doing this level over and over and over. Nope. You can go in and say, this time I threw him in the acid. Next time I'm gonna make the ceiling fan cut off his head. That didn't work. Juliana came in and she did this. If she come in again, I got something for her. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up with a samurai sword, and then I'm gonna kick this dude into the alligator mouth. It's just so. I mean, I'm not sure those things exist, but what I'm saying is that you can, every time, if you have to restart a loop, you can just do whatever you want each time. I mean, until you figure out how you're gonna kill everyone within that loop, and the loop is a little different. Real quick, it's based off in 4 parts, to where it's like a morning cycle, afternoon cycle, evening cycle, and night cycle. And those pretty much are like your 4 levels, and you can pick them in any order you want to pick them in. But you'll continue to play that one. Let's say you pick morning, you will continue to play morning until you're done with it, until you whatever, until you die enough to where you can't come back in the loop, or until you complete the level. And by completing, mean you did all the objectives, whether you killed the person in that loop or people in that loop or not. And then once you do that, you go on to the next one, and then you have to finish all 4 in order to redo the whole entire loop. Once you go through all 4, then the loop restarts again. And pretty much what that means is that, so if you did all 4 levels and you didn't kill everybody, the loop starts over, and you just continue to do that until you kill all the members or whatever. The way I'm saying it, I'm not doing it justice. I'm saying it pretty clumsy, but you can go look on the reviews and stuff. They give it a little bit more credit, and they tell you exactly how it's done, and how it is actually very fun to play, and how each level is, even though it's the same area, how it changes depending on the time of day. Like, let's say somebody could be opening a window at one point in the morning, at nighttime, the window can just be broken because they're having a party or something. It's like different times of the day, it's different things going on. So you can attack it. Like, you may be able to sneak around in the daytime because everybody's asleep, but at night everybody's woke. So you try to do that, sneak around that same area, and then you can't. So you might have to just run and shoot. That's the idea. So the point is, the game is really fun from what I saw, and I'm interested in buying it. I just want to buy it on a high gen, new gen, now gen. I want to buy it, but if I have to, if Christmas gets here, my bad. If Christmas next year gets here and I haven't got a new system, I'm just gonna buy an old system. Forget y'all. I don't care. I'm playing the game, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So that's just that or whatever. And yeah, so yeah, I definitely, yeah, and buy me a PlayStation 5 right now.
No. Um, I don't know,
Said
man.
no.
Like, I just keep thinking like about how Like, I know it's a game about the loop playing over, and you can do different ways and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you find if you find most people are gonna find the easiest, quickest way. Even if you had to redo it again, if you found the easiest, quickest way to do a stage or get it over with, most people are gonna stick with that, because they don't want to do other ways. Some people will actually try every different way they can think of. But most people, they're like just trying to get it over with. Like now, I just keep thinking back, like, because I'm watching this little screen right here where he's waking up on the beach, like where the loop starts back over, and it was like kind of just reminds me of like a save point. Like if we're doing a mission and oh crap, I didn't do that. Reload, reload. You keep reloading until you get it the way you want. So it's like,
Yeah,
what's the difference
yeah.
between doing that and this? It's the same situation. So I don't know. I'm trying to think ahead of like issues that you'll run into, like people like, well, yeah, I just reload it. I can do it this way every time. It's the quickest, easiest way. You know, like, are they gonna make something different to where it's like a randomly generated like every time?
Well, one thing is the girl Juliana. There's two things that happens. One one thing, and you can turn it on and off. Is that she can be controlled if you have it on and you don't turn it off. She can be, because I think the game is an online game only. I believe she can be controlled by a player, like a random player. So let's say you're online on Xbox Live, and you're playing the game, and you have that feature turned on. So whenever that rival character is supposed to come, she can jump in anywhere. So you could be doing your thing, and then they jump in, and then now, and because she's your rival, whoever that player that's playing as her or whatever, let's say it's me and I'm hunting you down, I know exactly where you are based off your trail and all that kind of stuff like that. So I can technically find you anywhere. So you have to be on alert. So let's say your thing is to go to point A, point B, point C. If I already know you're gonna go point B, I'll wait for you there, slice your neck dead. So you cannot. Now I know he's gonna go every time because that's the easiest path. I'm gonna cut him off or whatever. But if you turn it off, it'll be a AI bot or whatever, and I'm not sure the bot does the same thing. And then you can also have it to where it's just your best friends and not just a random person or whatever. But that's supposed to be another thing that kind of throws you off to where you want to hurry up and get it done, and you want to get the easiest path, but you also got to watch out for her. So it's supposed to be like a lot of different variants going on, because you also got to kill her, like in the end, in like I guess a big boss fight. I'm not sure how that works out or whatever, because they say that with the 12 people you have to kill them, but all of them before the loop is over, and before she hunts you down, because she'll hunt you down if you try to change it. It's a bunch of stuff going on, like but so from, like I said, so far from the footage I saw and from the reviews I read and watched, it looks like a really good game. I'm interested to see who will play it, and
I
I want to play it.
I just thought about it, Ray. Uh, you remember
There it
that?
is. There
You
it is.
remember that game that we played with Kaiser? It was Streets of Rogue.
Yeah.
How you load into a stage and it's set up differently. Every stage is different.
Yep.
It's like this game is that, just without the multiplayer, I guess, like running around, but it's better graphic. Like it's like not top down, because it reloads and like
Piece of Rose. I watched. I watched Kaiser and who was that? Kaiser and Emily playing.
yeah,
Like, really, that got intense.
yeah. So I was just thinking like that. I don't know. I'm just my brain is like correlating it. So anyway, go ahead.
Wow, that's all the games I got this week, bro. Those were the main three. I threw in Dragon Ball because that popped up after we had talked, and I wanted to make sure I included that in there because new transformation. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's all I got this week for this special edition of Nerdmation in the Get Down.
Oh, can I say one? I just saw it
Go,
today, so
go for it. Go for
sorry.
it.
I'm a big fan of it. So Nintendo did a thing or whatever. They did a lot. Everybody's doing those things before the holidays, where they tell you what games and stuff coming out. Nintendo did one. So, but hey, I know y'all thinking what are y'all thinking? Y'all think I'm talking about Metroid? No, actually, I'm not. I mean, but that's out. That's gonna come out. But I actually want to talk about. I actually not gonna talk about, but I actually just want to mention. They mentioned Bayonetta 3. I'm sorry, I like Bayonetta. It was dope.
Did they really? Did
They
they
mentioned
really?
it. Yeah, they gave it. Yeah, they talked about it. They like talked about it. I was like, whoa, Bayonetta. Sorry,
And you know, I
I
forgot
like
about.
that game. I said it's for me. You
I,
hush. It's
I
for
forgot
me.
about the Nintendo thing. I saw the little deal on YouTube where they were gonna have a
Man,
premiere for it, and I forgot.
oh,
And the Metroid, I'm sure my brother was interested in the new Metroid game, which I've seen pictures of that. I've seen a lot of artwork from the new Metroid, so it'll probably be pretty good. I'm sure he'll call me and tell me about it whenever it comes out. So he'll buy it because he is a Samus fan for real. So
And apparently, Nintendo is taking a page from Xbox and all that, and they're doing. They're going to release their. Which they should have been doing this. They're going to release their games on their platform, like old games, like old Sega and old Nintendo games, like
should
N64
have
and
been
stuff like that.
happening. Should have been
They should have
happening.
been at it, but apparently they're doing it now. So good job there. It's still
Kudos,
not enough
but
to make me
you're
buy
late.
a Switch yet. It's still not enough yet. I need more. Then I'll buy one. But no, I'm not gonna buy a Switch yet.
I
It was
gotta
good
switch.
though. Nice try. Nice try. I was like, ooh, but I'm not gonna buy it yet. Nice try. I'm not buying a Switch. Not doing it. Just because you got N64 games in there don't mean I'm gonna buy a Switch. I don't care. I like my Star Fox, but I don't want it. I ain't buying it. I think I was the only one who played Star Fox.
Hey, no, Star Fox is dope. My brother plays Star Fox. We ain't the only one. We used to play that on GameCube and on freaking Nintendo. Was it Nintendo 64? Yeah. And then,
The man gave cubes on both of them, yeah.
yeah, and then we used to play the Star Wars. Man, some of the best Star Wars games came on those sick consoles.
Yeah.
Because they had, was it Rogue Squadron and Rogue Squadron 2? We
Oh
used to play that all the time. Yeah. Those games were dope. I used to love those games. He was always better than me in those games, but I used to like them a lot.
That's what Star Wars needs to do. Like they need to make more Star Wars games that are like racers and like flying and like gun shooters, but inside the fighter jets, and TIE fighters and stuff. They need to go ahead and just make more of those because you pick it. I know a lot of people don't like racing games, but I think a lot of people would enjoy a racing type game ish. Like I'm not gonna say you reskin it, but you take a Forza or a Need for Speed and you just take the engines from that and Star Wars it up to where you're on a little sand bike thing. I'm sorry, I know. Forgive me, guys. I know I said sand bike. I'm sorry. Sand bikes, or you put a TIE fighter in the same thing, and then you just race people with those, or you get to shoot them or whatever, and you do like chicken fights and stuff.
There is a game where you do that race from was it Phantom? Was it Star Wars: Phantom Menace? Where Anakin is a kid and he's racing those deals. There's a game that has that in it. I don't remember exactly which one, but there's a game that has it. So I remember having that. You had to do it to like advance in the game. You had to do that race, and it was actually pretty fun doing the race in the game. I just don't remember which game it was.
You hear me, Disney? See, that's money, Disney. That's money. Give me some of that money.
I mean, they had their own game, the pod racer game.
Was it an entire game?
Yeah, it was
Maybe
a,
that's okay.
it was a
Maybe that's what it
racing
was.
game, and it was just pod racing.
Yeah, man, that's what it was. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
But no, they did have it in. It was a mission in one of the Star Wars, and some of the Star Wars games, like they had a mission where you go pod racing, like. So it's been in a couple of Star Wars games, even on the Nintendo 60, the Nintendo Super Nintendo. The Star
Yeah, I
Wars
know.
games.
I know. In Rogue Squadron, they had a thing where you flew one of the Is it an Imperial ship? The one that looks like it looks like it has a shark fin and then the two wings that point down. It looks like it's white. You had to like fly that one in between the oh, I'm trying to think. I forget what the damn ship is called. It's not. I don't think it's an Imperial ship, but it's. I just remember it's got the two wings. And they kind of angle down, and then there's one that's points straight up.
I don't know what it's called.
And you had to fly that. You had to fly it in this gulch or basically in the valley. You had to fly it in between the rocks and not hit the rocks. It was like one of the missions in Rogue Squadron. I remember having to do that. They wanted you to get good at flying that particular ship. It's like a transport ship. It had guns, but it wasn't really meant for combat. But I remember there was
the only time that you can't hit the walls.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's getting late. We might need to end the show.
Well done. I'm good. I'm done. I'm gonna let Snake take us out.
Let's say because you're gonna get more of those if we don't. I'm sorry. He didn't even hear it. He's lost in space. See what I did there? Lost in. Sorry. See, he's getting back. Come on.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm gonna let him. You can go ahead and end it, bro. I'm gonna let you end it.
All right. Well, that is going to be the show. It was a long one, but we had to move. We had to merge two. The merging happened. You know, it's when you take two.
Nope. Not doing it.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta. Nope.
Anyway, all right. We are out of here. Y'all have a good weekend. Remember to go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. Follow us. Please share it and get some more people to come in and follow and come in here and talk because Dest is alone. You know, like
this is the show that you want to talk about.
He's always just in here talking with us, but nobody else. Like, need some people to come show some support. You know, we need some people in the chat. You don't even have to watch the live. Just tune in and watch it when you can and comment then. You know. Anyway, we'll catch you next time. Next show will be Monday.